In the whimsical town of Ember Creek, where humans and magical creatures lived side by side, there was a young dragon named Ignis. Now, Ignis wasn't like other dragons who dreamed of hoarding gold or flying over distant mountains. No, Ignis had a very peculiar dream. He wanted to be a firefighter. You can probably see the problem. Dragons, breathe fire. And firefighters, well, they put them out. But Ignis was determined. His heart burned with a passion for helping others, a fire much stronger than the one in his belly. He would often fly near the Ember Creek fire station, watching the shiny red trucks and the brave firefighters with admiration. One sunny morning, he gathered all his courage and landed right in the station's courtyard. The firefighters, led by the stern but kind Chief Brody, were initially startled. A dragon at the fire station. Ignis, trying to be helpful, offered to polish the fire truck. But as he got close, a nervous puff of smoke escaped his snout, leaving a sooty mark on the gleaming red paint. "Oops," he mumbled. Undeterred, Ignis tried again. He saw the firefighters practicing with a long ladder. "I can help." He roared with excitement. He tried to extend it, but his fiery breath accidentally touched the metal, and the top rungs melted into a droopy, sad shape. The firefighters just shook their heads. His biggest disaster happened at lunchtime. Chief Brody was about to enjoy a delicious triple-decker sandwich. Ignis, trying to be friendly, leaned in for a closer look. And a tiny, almost invisible flame shot from his nose, instantly toasting the sandwich to a blackened crisp. Chief Brody sighed, holding up the charcoal-like bread. "Ignis," he said gently, "perhaps firefighting isn't for you." Dejected, Ignis flew to a hill overlooking the town. He watched the sunset, feeling like his dream was turning to ash. Just then, a loud siren blared through the valley. It wasn't a drill. A huge plume of dark smoke was rising from the whispering woods just beyond the town. A massive forest fire. The winds were strong, fanning the flames and pushing them dangerously close to Ember Creek. Ignis watched as the fire trucks raced to the scene, their sirens wailing. He knew they were in trouble. The fire was too big, too wild. The water from their hoses seemed to evaporate before it even hit the blaze. This was his moment. He couldn't just sit there. Spreading his mighty wings, Ignis soared towards the fire. The heat was intense, but it didn't bother him. He was a dragon after all. He flew low over the firefighters, who looked up in astonishment. Instead of breathing fire, Ignis did something clever. He beat his powerful wings, creating enormous gusts of wind. He wasn't fanning the flames. He was directing the thick, choking smoke away from the firefighters, giving them a clear path to work. He created a corridor of clean air for them. Then, he spotted something heartbreaking. A family of deer was trapped by a ring of fire. No human could get to them, but Ignis could. With his scales acting as a natural fireproof shield, he landed right in the middle of the inferno. He gently nudged the terrified animals, guiding them through a path he cleared by strategically stamping out smaller flames. He led them out of the fiery trap and back to safety. He went back again and again, rescuing rabbits, squirrels, and even a grumpy old badger. The firefighters watched in awe as Ignis worked tirelessly, not as a creature of fire, but as a guardian against it. By dawn, the fire was under control. The forest was scarred, but the town was safe, and so were its woodland creatures. The exhausted firefighters gathered around Ignis, their faces smudged with soot, but full of gratitude. Chief Brody walked up to him, not with a burnt sandwich this time, but with a shiny new helmet, specially made to fit a dragon's head. "Ignis," he said, his voice thick with emotion, "we were wrong. Your fire isn't a problem. It's part of who you are, your heat resistance, your powerful wings. You have skills we could only dream of." The town threw a grand celebration. They didn't just thank Ignis, they officially made him a member of the team. He wasn't just a firefighter. He was their very first fire dragon specialist. Ignis had finally found his place. He proved that the very thing that made him different didn't hold him back. It was what made him a hero. And from that day on, the Ember Creek Fire Department had a secret weapon, a brave dragon who showed everyone that your greatest weakness can sometimes be your greatest strength. Thank you so much for watching Ignis's story. If you loved it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing tales. See you next time.